History remembers me as a monster because it was easier than understanding me. Fear built my empire, but ambition was its true foundation. My name is Timur. I was not born to rule, and that is precisely why I learned how to destroy those who were. I did not inherit a throne, a crown, or a sacred bloodline. No prophecy announced my arrival. When I entered this world in 1336, near the city of Kesh, the age of great empires was already collapsing. The Mongol Empire had devoured half the known world and then rotted from within. What remained was chaos, pretending to be order. Khans ruled in name, war ruled in practice. In such a world, legitimacy was a luxury. Survival was the only law. I was born into a minor clan, important enough not to starve, insignificant enough to be expendable. From the beginning, I understood something many rulers never do. Power does not care about justice, morality, or tradition. Power responds only to force, fear, and consistency. If you hesitate, it abandons you. If you show mercy at the wrong moment, it devours you. I watched men stronger than me die because they trusted promises. I watched rulers fall because they believed respect could replace fear. I learned early that weakness is not always physical, it is often ideological. My youth was shaped by raids, shifting alliances, and betrayal so common it felt routine. Loyalty was rented, never owned. Men followed you only while you fed them victories. Lose once, and you lost everything. This was my education. No schools, no mentors, only consequences. Then came the wound that defined me. During a skirmish, arrows tore into my body. One shattered my leg, another damaged my arm. I survived, but I would never walk normally again. The pain never left me. My enemies mocked me, calling me Timur the Lame. They believed a crippled man could never rule a violent world. They were wrong. Pain does not make a man weak. It strips him of illusions. It teaches patience. It teaches calculation. While others relied on speed and brute force, I learned to wait, to plan, to exhaust my enemies before striking. I became dangerous not because I was strong, but because I endured. I did not take power openly at first. I learned to borrow it. I placed descendants of Genghis Khan on thrones and ruled through them. On paper, I was a servant. In reality, I was the authority behind every decision. This allowed me to study governance, warfare, and most importantly, fear. The Mongols had conquered through terror, but they had failed to stabilize it. Terror without structure collapses into chaos. Fear must be systematic. Fear must be predictable. Fear must be remembered. When I finally revealed myself as the true ruler, I did so without ambiguity. I made my policy clear to every city, every ruler, every army. Surrender meant survival. Resistance meant annihilation, not partial punishment, not negotiation, erasure. This was not cruelty driven by emotion, it was strategy. I did not have the luxury of mercy. Mercy invites rebellion. Fear prevents it. A city destroyed in public saves countless battles later. One massacre, remembered for generations, is cheaper than 10 wars. Persia learned this lesson first. Its cities were ancient, wealthy, proud of their culture and walls. They believed civilization itself protected them. When rebellions erupted behind my lines, I responded decisively. In Isfahan, tens of thousands died. Skulls were stacked into towers, not to satisfy rage, but to send a message no envoy could deliver. After that, cities opened their gates. Fear travels faster than armies. From there, my empire expanded relentlessly into Mesopotamia, the Caucasus, Armenia, Central Asia. I destroyed the Golden Horde, breaking the power of those who once dominated the steppe. Their defeat reshaped Eurasia permanently. I marched into India, crushed the armies of Delhi, and returned with unimaginable wealth. Gold, slaves, artisans, scholars, all of it flowed into Samarkand, the city I chose as my capital. This is where historians hesitate. They struggled to reconcile the butcher with the builder. They see contradiction where there is none. I did not conquer the world to rule ruins. I wanted to recreate the world around myself. Samarkand was my answer to mortality. I gathered architects from Persia, mathematicians from Central Asia, craftsmen from India. I spared knowledge even when I destroyed armies. Blue domes rose above the desert. Mosques reflected the sky. I wanted a city that looked eternal, as if time itself bowed to it. This was not hypocrisy. It was legacy. I ruled through fear because fear works. I built beauty because fear alone does not last. Empires are not sustained by terror. They are remembered by monuments. I claimed to defend Islam, yet I killed Muslims without hesitation. Faith was never my compass. Order was. Stability was. Religion was a banner, useful, powerful, and expendable. Like all conquerors, I told myself that God favored the disciplined and the victorious. Perhaps he did. Perhaps I simply survived longer than others. My greatest challenge came late in my life. The Ottoman Sultan Bayezid. He believed himself invincible. Europe trembled before him. He underestimated me. At Ankara, I dismantled his army through patience, terrain, and deception. Bayezid was captured an emperor in chains. It was not personal, it was instructional. But victory carries decay. As years passed, my empire depended more on my reputation than my presence. Fear still worked, but loyalty weakened. My rule was personal, not institutional. Such empires do not age well. Bureaucracy cannot replace will. Laws cannot replace fear. Still, I was not finished. I planned one final campaign against China. I believed destiny still owed me another conquest. Perhaps this was arrogance, perhaps it was habit. Conquerors do not know how to stop. Peace feels like irrelevance. I never reached China. I died in 1405, far from the battlefield. No dramatic end, no final victory. Just silence. The body failed before the ambition did. After my death, my empire fractured. My descendants ruled fragments of what I built, but none could command it, as I had. History calls this inevitable. It was not. It was personal. So how should I be remembered? As a monster? As a strategist? As a warning written in blood and stone? I did not create fear because I loved violence. I created it because my world respected nothing else. I destroyed cities because hesitation destroys empires. I built beauty because even tyrants want to outlive their mortality. History chose the simplest story, but simple stories are for the comfortable. The truth is harder. Power can create order from chaos. Power can turn men into numbers. Power can reshape the world and still vanish overnight. In the end, the land I conquered did not remember me. The cities I built outlived me. Only the consequences remained. Fear built my empire. Ambition sustained it, and time erased it. That is my confession. That is my legacy.